this is going to be a nice exercise class. It's not, sorry to disappoint you. It's going to be more of a spiritual and internal practice, right? To be able to connect to things that are internal, and there's things that city of what may happen within me, not what the instructor says or not, or how difficult his accent is to understand, or blah blah blah, but is or what anybody else in the room is doing, but mostly about my internal um, attention and focus. And so, as we prepare our physical body and we create context and we do the chanting, create vibrations through the chanting, create intent and reminders through the chanting and the kirtan that we've just practiced. That is also welcome for anybody who wants to come to the yoga practice, to create the environment and to not just walk in forcibly into your practice, but to really come in with a sense of how can I soften myself. And important to create also in our mind a sense of awareness, of mindfulness. So, how is my brain able to connect to my senses? How is my nervous system able to be in the present and not, excited on the edge of the seat or with a, protective thing around us, but to able to just be mindfully present. And so, and many times is by allowing our senses to connect first, to understand where my body is. How am I sitting? Does it matter how I'm sitting? Or I'm tired, this guide goes for so long, my knees are tired, I need to stretch my legs. Completely the form does not matter. How am I sitting, or the particulars of the sitting are less important that rather than the intention. Can I feel the temperature of the room? Can I feel my physical body in comfort? Can I feel my hands, my joints? Can I allow my muscles of the body and observe them? Can I take a mental inventory? And not only the physical body, which is the first step into it. So once we check, once we observe, once we relax maybe some parts of the body, and we're able to then connect a little bit deeper, and maybe you can connect not just the external body but the internal body, and we connect that through maybe the breathing, and we allow ourselves to truly exhale. And in yoga we practice exhalation and breathing mostly 99% of the time through our nose, and then we inhale slowly through the nostrils to expand, to broaden, to really open the lungs. And as the body exhales, we allow the body to gently release. And it's not just release of CO2 or the exchange of the blood cells into the lungs so they can exhale and clear the body, but also there's so many subtle parts about the inhalation, the breathing in, and the rhythm. And there's maybe about observing the rhythm. What is a rhythm? As the body exhales, and we can feel that your hips are gently settled into the ground, and we connect to our physical body one more time as we breathe out. And we pause for a second to really observe when the breath comes in at your own pace, not mine, and allow your body to gently fill your lungs, and we hold your air into your lungs for just a second until your body will tell you naturally to exhale. And you can feel how the body enters into a soft rhythm, starting with the exhalation, pausing in observation, and then inhale to fill the lungs, to hold the lungs as long as you need to in appreciation, And then maybe surrendering and letting the air out, surrendering your breath out. And so, what comes out as we exhale? What are we leaving or letting go? Can we stay for a second into the breath as we are ready to inhale? And we feel the body maybe moving a little bit softer. Maybe the breath is not so static, and we can allow the shoulders and the chest and the spine and the torso and the throat and all those things that we check to expand and to move and feel the body, and not only feel it with oxygen but feel it with intention, and observe what is the emotional state at the moment that you're exhaling. What is your connection to your emotions as you're ready to slowly inhale? And so in yoga, we talk about our mood of different kinds, but is can we find ourselves into the mood of goodness? And so observing your body one more time, that you're maybe the inhalation and the observation of all these external things can actually transfer to observe again that internal world that we live in, right? What are we bringing into our yoga practice today? What are we carrying with us? Are we okay to slowly open and to extend and open the heart, the mind, the senses, and then clearly exhale? And I find a place of safety in my breath. And once that just baseline of safety is established, then I can start trusting my own process, right? There's no trust if I don't feel, I'm aware of the sense of safety within and around. Can I find my body one more time, observing the full breath, that we are just grounded, that we are just gentle into the full movement of the body, and maybe the arms engage softly as they raise them outside the body towards the sky, and like extend the arms towards the ceiling as if I just move the entire rib cage. Doesn't matter how far, how deep, and let your own exhalation to turn the palms of the hands towards the ground as the arms rotate, and you can feel the exhalation that not only moves the lungs but moves the entire thorax, the pectoral muscles, the shoulder blades, the entire core of our body expands as you're inhaling. The arms move following the breath. So it's not the arms that gently force the breath, is the breath that is guiding how deeply you exhale and release the arms around and towards the ground. And you find one more time that your arms are ready to inhale at your own pacing, not body else's. You're not slowing down for anybody. You're not going faster than your body allows it. And you let your body slowly move, and you can feel your heart, your chest. One more time, let your last long inhalation in this movement. So the arms engage, and you can really open the chest. And let the exhalation allow the arms to move widely as if you're just letting go, and let all the pressure, all the tension that we might have in our shoulders, all the responsibility we carry from the world, release it. And maybe the hands slowly move forward as you walk in your fingers towards the front of your yoga mat, and your body rounds, and you slowly drop the head, and you slowly move your torso gently forward. And maybe the hands just touch in front of your shins, or maybe if your legs are extended on your thighs, or in between your legs if your legs are extended away from each other. And that's absolutely right. Less is always more in yoga. So allow your body to find its way. If your body is all the way towards the ground and your forehead and chest are coming deeper towards the floor, is equally perfect. There's not a better way of doing yoga. There's not a worse way of doing yoga. You allow yourself to guide you. No expectations, no forcefulness, in just kindness towards the body. Learning to truly care for the moment that we're living into this breath. And as your body inhales, walk your hands in. So it's not your back, it's your arms and your hands that press, and your spine realigns. Your vertebrae column realigns and restacks over each other as your legs slowly soften, and maybe your knees raise off the ground, and let your feet slowly come gently forward towards the front of your yoga mat. As the heels are touching the yoga mat, your hands slowly come behind your hips, and maybe your fingers point away from the hips or maybe into the hips whichever is most comfortable for your wrists, for your forearms, and your elbows are never locked. Your shoulders are never raised towards the ears. You want to slowly drop them and feel that your chest expands and you feel your body settle. And if you have a neck issue or any spine or joint issue, be gentle and adjust and modify. You modify as many times as your body needs to or asks you to. That is part of being in yoga, to listen to your body as your body exhales. And the moment we stop breathing consciously, we have actually stopped doing yoga, right? We have stopped doing that connection. So your constant breath is yours to engage with and reconnect to your body. And your mind is going to fly in all kinds of wonderful different directions. Bring it back softly. Do not fight it. Do not get angry with your mind. Just simply find yourself coming into this moving meditation. One more time, open and extend and raise your heart center towards the sky as the body exhales. Round gently your torso, your chest, chin gently down, and feel that your hands come slowly towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards your shins, and your hands hold onto your legs, behind your legs, and your chest is staying tall. Your shoulders immediately open wider away from the chest area, so your shoulder blades are slowly coming closer towards each other, and the tummy muscles or the core of your abdomen supports the extension of the back, the chest, the spine, the crown of the head. Your head is not pinned, your jaw draws in. Make sure your neck is elongated. When your body's ready, allow your chin to slowly extend towards the sky and feel that your jaw draws away from your chest and throat towards the ceiling, and your eyes roll over your eyebrows and feel that your body inhales, extending your chin towards the sky. One more time. Take a deep, deep breath. And then exhale. If your neck allows, feel your tongue touches the roof of your mouth. And what does it feel like to be in this position? One more time. Shoulder blades, paying attention to your chest area as your body exhales. Deeply feel the extension, that your jaw stretches all the way towards your belly. And then inhale, raising the head. And allow your body to exhale slowly forward. And maybe your body is ready to allow your hands to come gently behind your body. And your heels of your feet stay steady to the ground while your toes may raise from the ground. Find that your left foot stays on the floor and your right leg extends gently forward in front of your body. So if you're just kicking towards the front of your yoga mat and your right leg slowly raises towards the sky, it doesn't matter how far, a little bit off the ground is absolutely perfect. All the way directly above the head area is equally perfect. It's not a competition. It's not about forcing, but it's about observing what muscles are gathering to support the contraction of the or the flexion of the abdomen cavity, not the thigh. Your toes point, your toes flex, the heel presses, whichever is most comfortable. Your knee doesn't have to be locked. One more time, deep breath in. And then exhale, bend that right knee. Exhale slowly towards the ground. Find your hands coming forward towards your thighs, towards your knees, towards your shins. Holding, sitting perfectly upright. Allow your crown head to be tall. And maybe your arms come slowly forward towards the sky and you slowly raise them above the shoulders. If that's even possible, do not force the body. Hands on the legs and under the legs is equally perfect. Find your fingers and toes aligned, that you're really connecting even to those little tiny parts of your body, that your gut, that your waist, that your rib cage, that your shoulder blades extend. One more time. Are your knees falling apart or are you staying aligned, creating lines with your body? Last long inhalation, deep breath. And as your body exhales, feel that your hands come towards your shins, towards your thighs, towards your legs, if not there. And then inhale your arms all the way back in the most comfortable position where your elbows are not locked, your wrists are not suffering, your shoulders are able to roll back and your chest expands and you feel your body settle in your right foot. As your body exhales, your left leg extends out in front of your body. And now raise your left leg towards the sky. Not because you're rounding your back, less is more. So you maintain your extension, you open the chest, you can feel maybe if your abdomen and muscles of the entire gut area and the entire oblique sides on the left side are really connecting and supporting. And it's not your thigh, it's not your knee, right? It's the entire abdominal muscles that retracts and supports. Maybe your toes point, maybe your toes flex, or maybe it's the entire foot that flexes off the ground. And what are you paying attention to? Are you focusing? Is this a moving meditation for you? Can you let your body one more time to inhale and then exhale, and then allow your body to slowly settle towards the ground. Feel one more time that your hands maybe gently come towards your thighs and knees, and adjust and modify at any point every movement. It doesn't have to be anything like anybody else. Observe that your vertebrae column extends. You're really engaging your core, the strength of your body, and maybe your hands decide this time to stay on your legs or maybe stay above the shoulders, and you can feel your body reaching, and your back becomes longer, and you can feel that your muscles become stronger. And again, stronger doesn't mean forceful, right? It means just to find your core. And what is it? You're become, again, more integral to your body, more observant of every single edge, emotionally, physically, mentally. Let your last long inhalation, deep breath in, and let your hands slowly come gently towards the floor, all the way behind your glutes. Support your chest to extend. Allow your body to exhale, and maybe both legs, allow them to stretch in front of your body with your legs as close towards each other as possible, and inhaling towards the sky. And maybe your toes point, flex, heels. It doesn't matter if your knees are bent, if your feet are just a few inches off the ground. I don't mean to say just, but if you're a few inches off the ground or all the way perpendicular, completely up to your body. Feel the inhalation. Feel the exhalation. One more time. Can you pay attention? It takes about 6 to 8 breaths, about 18 seconds for the brain to connect to your muscles to feel the strength of your body. So give time for your body to really find that connection. And when your body's ready, inhale and then bend as you exhale, your knees placed into the ground. This time you're going to walk your feet closer towards your glutes, or your heels closer to your glutes, and maybe the hips raise off the ground, and maybe your toes remain to the floor if your knees allow it, and your thighs extend, and your abdomen flattens, and your hands walk and support and move and adapt until your shoulders are drawn back away from the chest, and your head may look up towards the sky. These are all options. You stay in whichever position is most comfortable for your body. Do not force any joint. Do not twist your heels. Do not twist your knees. Your head may slowly tilt behind your shoulders. Your tongue may reach towards the roof of your mouth. And can you feel the muscles that are now given the chance to breathe? You're opening and extending those tissues. And it's not just muscles, it's the fascia that covers the muscles, it's the entire adipose tissue that is also being affected, and the layers of dermis, right, of skin that actually are benefiting. One last time, feel that your belly exhales, and then slowly raise your head, drop gently your hips, exhale into this position. What does it feel like to be in this position? Can I allow my legs to slowly come gently towards the top of my mat as my hands come gently into the thighs, into the knees, into the ankles? And I'm going to reach as low with my arms as I can and is able towards the feet, and my toes flex off the ground, and maybe I can reach with my index and middle finger, not necessarily just as an option, towards the big toes, and your knees and feet and legs are aligned, and my abdomen is compressed, and my shoulders roll over forward, and my jaw draws in, and the crown of it extends away from my tailbone, and I can feel my head dropping forward. So if I open my body up with the chest, now I'm doing the exact counter position to can feel their backside, right? To balance my body, to support the extension and the release of pressure of my neck, the base of my head, of my shoulders. What am I thinking about? Can I really take, if my mind goes away, to use my breath one more time? Can I connect to my breath and come back to my body, to monitor my body? When the last two breaths, come gently into this position. Can you observe the physical body? Again, gently inhale, and the back opens as you exhale deeply into this position, and allow your feet and legs slowly to relax, and feel your shoulders, feel your back. Sometimes we are, again, acting out of fear, and the back becomes really tight and the shoulders become really tight. Can you place the hands right next to the hips? And again, that's just simply a protective mechanism. Can we allow ourselves a place of safety and trust with your body and your environment right now? That we bring the best of ourselves in this moments that we have chosen to come to our yoga practice. When the right knee slowly flexes deeper, so the right foot comes into the glute area, the left leg extends in front of your body. Can I find my left leg stretching out? Can I feel my right hand coming around my right knee? If that's even possible. It doesn't have to be close. It doesn't have to be looking like anybody else. Can just simply extend softly the base of my spine, shoulders broaden, allow the crown of the head to extend. The left arm gently moves slowly forward in front of the chest and shoulder and up towards the sky as I breathe in. And you can feel the left arm extending and my toes on the left foot. Is my knee on my left leg perpendicular towards the ground? Can I find that my leg is not rotated? It doesn't mean that it has to be locked. It doesn't have to look like anything or like anybody else, but can I allow myself to align, to create lines of energy? And so what does it pull from? What does it feel like? Can you build strength into the muscles of the shoulder, of the rib cage, of the waist? Can I raise my body one more time, a little bit taller? Can I allow my hips to go deeper towards the yoga mat? Last one time, breath in. And let the body exhale forward. Your left arm comes forward in front of your body. Exhale all the way through. Can I cross over my left hand towards the right leg, shin, thigh, ankle, foot, toes, and raise the right foot just a little bit off the ground? And that's with my right knee bent. Or maybe I'm a little bit warmer and I feel my leg a little bit more prone to extend the foot higher, maybe knee height or shoulder height from the ground. Or maybe my right leg is able to stretch gently above the head and my right hand comes behind, maybe towards the hip, maybe towards the space behind the glute, and my torso looks out towards the right side of my body and my jaw draws in. We tend to crunch the neck and close the cervical spine. Can I slowly draw my lower mandible into the throat so I can feel my neck and the crown really guiding, again, the alignment of the spine? And we talk so much about the spine because it's truly the column of the body. And how can we support and strengthen those muscles to support the spine? And maybe the right arm comes slowly behind. I can feel my right arm coming away from the body, just as an opening of the chest. It doesn't matter how locked or how it looks, but just simply to feel that my chest shifts and my shoulders are not carried up towards the ears, but away from the ears. My left leg slowly supports into the ground. One more time. Can I feel the chest, arms, fingers broaden? Can I find one more time that my spine and abdomen are working together in my last breath? Never locking shoulders, elbows. Exhale and soften. Soften that right arm. We always reverse the movement exactly in the opposite direction as we reached into it. So the right hand, then the left hand and right leg, and sitting upright. Allowing then my right leg to extend out, my left leg to contract in, to slowly hug it with the left arm into mirror position. Can I sit evenly with both hips onto the ground, not tilted, not twisted, but balanced? And how can I accommodate? How can I shift and micro adjust into that position? Those little tiny things that your body's telling you to move and arrange and shift and fit into the body, right? We tend to slowly and be misaligned or unfit to our physical body. We forget our body through the day. We seldom think about breathing. So this is the time to, again, remind ourselves, how do I fit back into my body completely? Can I allow my right hand to then exhale slowly forward in front of my body, in front of the shoulder and chest, and then raise it towards the sky, if that's even a possibility or an availability for our physical body and condition or condition of our joints? And can I find my toes, kneecap on the right leg aligned? Can I allow the right hand to be as supportive of the position and extension as possible without lifting the chin, maintaining the back of the neck long stretch? One more time, breathing. And then your abdomen to exhale, to feel your diaphragm moving, squeezing. Again, emptying the base of the lungs and opening from the base of the lungs all the way towards the tip of the shoulders. And one more time, squeeze and activate those base muscles of the bottom of the abdomen to expand and raise and expand your entire body. One more time, feel your own energy. Now you should feel the body really getting into that movement. And then exhale and then release the right arm slowly. Let it just come to your own timing in front and across towards the left leg. And maybe we stay right here with both arms connected, or maybe the left arm touches outside towards the waist or the hip, outside the glute, maybe towards the back of the glute, and then allowing the body to drop the shoulders, open the chest, tucking thumb in, and let your jaw drawn in and looking over the left shoulder, if that's even a possibility for the body. And maybe the body is just ready to stay right there and doesn't have to go any farther. Or maybe that's too far. We need to undo the position, rest for a few seconds, and come back. Again, that self-care component, that we're able to have enough confidence and enough awareness to say, this position is not exactly what my body needs right now. I need to stay away, come back into it, allow yourself to have that freedom. Or maybe for some of us, we want to add a little bit of intensity, and the left arm comes off the ground away from the chest towards the back of the body. And it doesn't have to be, right? That we always have this mentality of competitiveness. And that's a Western idea, that we have to be on top. We have to be, conquering everything. There's a space for this number one. I have to be perfect. I have to conquer things. While in the true yoga philosophy, all of us together, right? My well-being, my happiness, my state of mind is the state of mind of all, because I have an influence in the environment that I create around me. The vibrations I exude from just being me is really contagious. So can I allow myself to purify that and to really observe that just my seeking the internal wellness is actually an offering to the world? And let your last 2 breaths to observe your gut, your entire waist, and then the oblique muscles. One more time, inhale. And as your body exhales, release that left arm, again, to your own pacing, observing that your body goes slowly into gentle position. Maybe your right hand comes towards your shin, towards your ankle, towards the foot, and let your left foot to raise maybe knee height, allowing, right? This is how we do it. I'm too old to forget, to remember my own routine. So let your right foot to slowly stay long and extended, while your left raises as little or as much as your body needs to, and your left hand stays on the ground or stays off the floor, and maybe your left arm, and I think this is where we raise the left arm, but that's okay. We can add things in every direction. We have the liberty to be, we're yogis, so we are flexible, not only in body, but also in activity. So if we mess up, it's okay to mess up. Find your chest, find your tummy, find your shoulders, find your head. Look slowly in the direction that is most appropriate for your neck, and find your body. One more time, to cultivate those things inside of us, to really feel and build within your own strength, your own ability to be supportive, to be accepting of all those little things that we think might be judged, or that we even are expecting of the body, of ourselves. Let your body, one more time, with that sense of forgiveness, for that sense of openness, for that sense of intention, let your final long deep breath in, and then exhale, and then release kindly that left arm, left leg, left foot. Find your body to slowly settle your foot into the ground, and then inhale, extend it forward in front of your body, and let your hands come towards your thighs, mid thighs, lower thighs, upper shins, mid shins, ankles, toes, soles of your feet, and let your elbows never lock and your spine to lean gently forward. Again, easy and supportive, never forcing. Allow your own intention, your own ability. Allow the elbows not to pull. Again, a good way to check ourselves if we were overextending something, like the elbows are overstretched or the shoulders are all pulled forward, and you're tensing the entire scapular area to really pull onto those lat muscles, and you can feel the neck tense. That's maybe ways of understanding ourselves and how we're approaching things. Can we be kinder? Can we be softer? Is there a way that we can be more gentle, that we can really offer even this little thing, reflecting the offering towards the space around us in this room, the space that we occupy in this world, the ability to connect to the world around us, and how do we relate to that? Can we feel that every movement is more than just a physical movement, but is a reconnection to observe how do we exist within this world? Do we exist and act out of fear or out of love? Can you find the jaw, the crown, the spine. When the body retracts your belly, you can feel how the diaphragm presses into the base of your lungs. Last time, can you observe the breath to open the body? And as the body exhales, very gently and very patiently, allow your hands to walk up your shins, your knees, your thighs. Breath in, let the legs slowly cross over ankles, and then bring it toward your hips, or sometimes bring it around the hips is also available for the body, whichever is most comfortable, until the body rolls over knees and slowly settles into the hands and knees into the ground. Find your spine, find your back, find your shoulders, breath in. Can you feel your body settling the right elbow towards the ground? And make sure you know the person to your sides of your yoga mat, because you might end up being very, very close to them in a few seconds. So find the right elbow form on the ground, and the right hand shifts towards the left side of your body. And the head tends to look up, tends to raise the head. So very unconsciously, the back of your neck is crunched. So let it soften and feel that your left knee starts lifting off the ground, and you bring it gently off the floor towards the left tricep, towards the left elbow. Maybe the left hand comes closer under the inner thigh or inner knee of that left leg, and you can feel that left leg lifted a little bit higher, a little bit taller, and you're pressing, not pushing. So if the shoulder goes past the line of the right elbow, that's too far, right? You're leaning forward and you're overextending, you're creating too much tension to the joint. So make sure the right elbow is far enough away from that right shoulder so it supports and aligns the pressure into that, and distribute it into the right knee, and the left leg lifts and your body extends and you feel your body supportive. Maybe for some of us, this is too far, this is too much. Slowly lower. Again, all your options. Find your body just lifting a little bit your knee, or completely extended it on the floor, off the floor. One more time. Squeeze your glute muscles, inner thighs, abdomen support. Your head softens, your neck, as you already know, aware of that. In your last long inhalation, allow your left knee to slowly come towards the ground. Let it settle. Bring your right elbow off the floor, and palms of the hands slowly come to the ground. Very nice. We have started observing the breathing, observing the spine, observing the core muscles, observing your legs, the twist of your waist, the shoulder muscles and chest area. Now moving into our hips, right? Into the leg area, into the base of the body. Let your left knee on the ground, your left elbow and form already shift into the mirror position. So as you already know, cross over the left hand to the right side of your body as much as little as you need to. The elbow never below, so you're not creating an angle into the entire deltoid area. And let your body slowly raise the right knee and come slowly with your right hand under the inner thigh, underneath, if that's necessary, to support that inner leg. And your body supports your torso and chest to slowly stay parallel towards the yoga mat. And your jaw draws in and you feel your body squeezing, and observe that your leg is not raised through your foot, but raised through your inner thigh of the right leg. Deep breath. And how much is too much for your body? Can you really observe your natural physical boundaries? Beautiful. Can you feel your knee coming closer towards your chest and shoulder rather than behind? Perfect. That's it. And squeeze and support. Let your last two breaths feel your inhalation to really support that right leg, knee, thigh. And then as your body exhales, release kindly that knee slowly towards the floor. Beautiful. And bring your hands one more time under your shoulders, flat hands. Look even at the position of your fingers, even to that extreme, right? Find your body aligned even through the position of your fingers into the ground, and the middle fingers parallel towards each other, that your hands are slightly in front of your shoulders. So when your body is ready to exhale with your knees into the ground, about hip distance at least, bend the elbows and your body slowly leans forward. And not because it's coming towards the ground, it's because it's floating forward in front. And the elbows tend to open because we crunch the shoulders. Let the elbows maybe come in towards the ribs. So you find your triceps, the muscles in the back of your arms, and you can find your chest, and you can feel your chin not looking up, slowly drawing in. Can you feel the upper body strength? Can you feel your arms supporting the weight of your body? Less is more. It's not on the heel of the hands, it's squeezing the tip of the fingers towards the ground. One more time. Exhale. And when your body's ready, inhale, raise, raise, raise. Press back your hips towards your heels and stretch away from your wrist, elbows, shoulders, forehead to the ground. One more time, breathing in. Flatten your body as if your back lengthens, and give the opportunity for your shoulders to shift, and take weight of your hands one more time. Breath opens the lungs. As you breathe in, expand your lungs into the inside of the ribs, and exhale, head and forehead and chest closest to the ground. Come into your hands and knees. Breath in, slowly inhale. Allow your body to exhale. Palms, hands slowly under the shoulders directly. Feel that the weight of your body comes into the right elbow and form. Wrist, palm of the hand, the same as before. Palm of the hand into the ground. Elbow never directly under the shoulder. Left knee comes off the floor. Left hand comes to support. Gently the elbow, the tricep behind the left leg, or maybe the left leg is able to stretch in front of the left hip. Not behind, not away from the head area, but just as far. Of course, the closer towards the head, the more intense. And you find your jaw, find your neck, breathing in, squeeze. Allow your glute muscles to support. Stretch your knee. Activating your toes and activating the heel and the foot is really activating those muscles of the hip area. And your leg, the higher off the ground, the more intense, of course. You find your own level of intensity. As I said at the very beginning, less is more. Breath in. When your body's ready, exhale and slowly bring that left knee back into center of your body. So what does it feel like when you come back into center? Can you feel the palms of hands walking a little bit towards the farther forward away from the shoulders, and your body leaning gently into your triceps, into your chest muscles, activating the upper body. Exhale, breath in. Let your body exhale. One last time. Can you feel your tummy and your core muscles holding your glutes? And then raise up, inhale, and reach back through your hips as if your hips were resting onto the heels. And for some of us, that's possible. For some of us, it's impossible. And your head and chest come slowly towards the ground. And you spread and open the back muscles, fingers, jaw. Inhale, open the shoulders. Last long exhalation. Can you feel the abdomen tucking in towards the back area? And then as you breathe in, really take inventory of your body. Breathe in, come back into hands, knees. Exhale, deep breath in. Your left elbow and forearm comes slowly towards the ground. The left hand comes across towards the right side of your body. Your right hand slowly supports the position while your right knee comes off the floor, and your tricep maybe in the space underneath your knee, or maybe your right leg slowly reaches away from your body. Not behind the glutes, outside. And then breathe in. And again, if I come around and touch your leg or touch your foot, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because I think that your body might support best in a soft, suggested movement. Breath in. Can you find your body? Squeeze, support very gently. So what does it feel like to take as many breaks, to take as much out of the position as your body may benefit? Your last long inhalation. Breathe in, squeezing. As your body exhales, bend the knee and let your knee come slowly under the hip. And then raise the left elbow, hands into the ground, breath in. This time you're going to flex the toes under your feet, and the heels tend to roll out. So make sure that your heels are exactly above the toes, and your fingers and hands squeeze into the ground, and your knees raise, and your body raises the heels highest of the ground. So you're really using your gastrocnemius muscles. So you're really contracting them, and you can feel how your tailbone area stretches and your abdomen flexes, and the crown of the head points directly towards the floor, and your body comes as tall as it can through your tailbone. If you imagine that you have a tail, and that tail tries to reach highest towards the sky, it's trying to loop into something above you. Find that tailbone slowly retracts up towards the ceiling while your tummy holds it, while your hip flexors contract, and your arms are not pushing. You're pushing equally with the hands and the arms and the legs and the feet. Let your last long session slowly extend, reach, bend as you exhale your knees, and let your body slowly come towards the ground, soft into the floor. Move your hips slowly towards your heels. Exhale, exhale. Bring your arms gently around the body if your body is able to sustain with your legs flexed, and your fingers point gently towards the back of your yoga mat, and your head may reach as close to the floor as needed, and your pinky finger will start rotating off the floor and raising your arms towards the sky. So your thumbs are slowly facing the floor, and your spine is long, and the crown of the head points away from your tailbone, your tummy tucks. Breath in. Can you contract your triceps? Do not open the arms. Allow your pinky fingers to slowly be, imagine I'm going to come around and pull you from your pinky fingers away from the shoulders and towards each other. Beautiful. That's it. And find your shoulder blades and feel how that opens to extend your clavicle area, right? Can you open that chest? Can you really move forward through your chest so you activate the entire chest muscles? Let your body, the upper body strength to be built. Every time that you exhale, your tummy retracts. One last long inhalation. And then exhale and feel that your arms soften towards the ground. What does it feel like to move through your arms? Can you find your hands one more time, coming slowly forward towards the top of your mat, raising your hips? Exhale, exhale. Jaw draws in. Can your body exhale slowly into this position? How are we doing? Are we doing okay? Is it too slow? No? Okay. Dawn, is it too slow for you? Uh-huh. Is it too fast for you? Find your jaw, find your spine, find your toes, and raise your knees. One more time. Allow the left foot to slowly roll the heel towards the ground. So your right heel stays off the floor, your left foot slowly softens. And sometimes that means the heel of the foot comes closer towards the center of your body, so it's not perfectly perpendicular. For some of us, the calf muscles are really able to stretch, then the foot remains perpendicular. Otherwise, your heel comes in and you open the leg a little bit wider through your toes. So whatever is most comfortable for your body, let your right leg come off the ground and raise it towards the sky and see what happens, and feel like your head and your neck. And again, your toes, your foot, align the leg. You activate the knee. The knee sometimes is not being used, so you're not able to stretch that leg. Can you raise through your thigh? One more time. Breathe in. Exhale all the way. Your head looks towards the toes, towards your knee. Without comparing, it's not about forcefulness. Last 2 times. Take a deep breath. As your body exhales, feel your final inhalation. Deep, deep breath in. And your body exhales, releasing that right leg gently towards the ground, raising both heels off the floor. Breath in. Bend your knees as you exhale. Move your hands slightly forward in front of your body. Bend the elbows. Slowly reach into those triceps, into the chest, with your knees into the ground. Breath in. When your body's ready, allow your body to soften your thighs as you squeeze your glutes squeeze and your thighs come to the ground, your belly and your hips come to the floor, and you're slowly floating through your chest. The palms of the hands are gently coming just next to your pectoral muscles or shoulder area. Toes remain flat, especially your pinky toe, and your chest comes slowly off the ground. Not your head, not the chin, right? Is that's not driving the movement, is the center of your chest. Can you squeeze the glutes? So you're anchoring the base of your spine. Can your hands come slowly off the ground and find the palms of the hands just parallel towards the ground, just a few inches. And the elbows tend to fly away from each other. Can you retract them into the sides of your rib cage, and the shoulder blades move towards each other, and your jaw draws in. One more time, squeeze your belly every time you exhale, as if you're trying to raise your belly button area off the ground. Last 2 breaths, not your head, not your chin. Feel your body inhaling, and then exhale, slowly hands and fingers gently towards the floor. Chest comes closer to the ground. Stay with your elbows bent. Find your elbows tight towards the sides of your intercostal area. Find your spine and toes and head long. Last 1 breath. Inhale. As your body exhales, flex your toes. Use your hands and arms strength, not your wrists, not the elbow joints, not the shoulder joints, your chest, your abdomen. Raise your body, raise your knees, raise your hips, walk your feet slowly forward as your toes come forward and your heels kind of highest off the ground. Look towards your toes, your shins, your knees, your thighs, your belly. Extend the spine, shift the weight of your body towards the feet, and drop the right heel closest to the ground. It doesn't have to touch. Rotate it as much as you need to. Adjust your hands and arms so they're not pushing through your wrists or elbows, and let your left leg slowly come off the floor. Your right knee can be as bent as needed or as extended as needed, and feel your body just extends the entire left side. Freely move that left leg farthest behind and up through your thigh. Abdomen supports. Deep breath. Take as many breaks as your body needs to. And what is the feeling? When we even take a break of the position, what is the feeling behind that? Let your last 1 breath, can you observe your body really engaging, really extending? And then exhale. Feel that your left leg slowly comes gently towards the ground. Again, observe your expectations. Raise your heels, breathe in, and bend your knees. Can you give yourself permission to slowly move your hips towards your heels and be okay exactly where your body needs to be? And your abdomen and chest slowly come towards your legs, towards your thighs. One more time, breath in. Bring your arms around to the sides of your hips, ankles, feet, toes, and raise your pinky towards the sky while your triceps are engaged. Your shoulder blades shift towards you feel your body pointing the head away from your tailbone, and you're really flexing. And if I were to hold you through your wrists, can I bring those hands and arms towards each other? Can I allow if I place my thumbs right behind the shoulder blades, and my fingers around your deltoids, can I rotate the entire scapular area so your chest widens and your clavicles extend and you feel this spine lengthen? One more time. Think of all the things we've talked about. What have you heard and what becomes true in this moment in this position? Can you let your body, one more time, to breathe in, exhale all the way through your final deep breath in, activate, and then exhale and release your hands slowly. Walk your fingers gently forward. Feel that your arms come slowly towards the top of the mat. Raise your hips off your heels. There's a lot of shift of blood flow, right? You have squeezed and closed some of the flow to your legs. So the blood flow needs to return back to your legs. So you're going to pull from the head area, pull from the chest. So you're going to naturally feel a shift of blood pressure and fluid pressure from your body. If your body's ready, let your right foot slowly come forward in front of your yoga mat and find that your heel is the one that stays steady to the floor and your toes are light. The toes only serve to spread the sole of your foot, not to grasp towards the ground. The extension of the big toe away from the pinky opens the sole, and your knee never crosses the line of your toes. Allow your right knee to come slowly forward above the heel and your left toes to slowly flex so you can move maybe your left knee farther behind. And so what does it feel like to allow that left hip flexor open? Your hands are not pushing to the ground. Your hands are simply holding your body from falling. And your left knee slowly comes off the floor. And maybe your feet are wide enough. Can you walk your right foot a little bit wider if you feel that you're wobbly and your entire body centeredness and your entire center of gravity is not balanced? Can you find your hands just as support, not to force any of the movement? Can you find your left knee coming off the ground, not because you're pinching, it's because you're engaging the left glute. You're engaging, you're hugging your thigh. You're hugging the muscles around your ankle, and then you find your thigh on the right leg. Are your toes light? Is your hand? Are your hands easily on the floor? Maybe your hands are able to slowly come off the ground. For some of us, towards the glutes, towards the back of your body, and your chest slowly raises a little bit of your thigh. You can feel your body, shoulder blades coming towards each other, not because you're relying on any joint, not because you have stopped breathing. Find your belly, almost your chest coming off that thigh. Breathe in, if that's possible and available to your body, completely not forcing, and depending on what you did last night too. Breath in slowly. I can see somebody wobbling over there. Find your spine. Inhale, exhale all the way through. In your last long inhalation, feel your body, crown of the head extended, and your hands and arms slowly come towards the floor. Left knee slowly softens. Bring, not your swinging, but bringing intentionally, moving that right leg behind. Palms of the hands right under your chest or under your shoulders, flexing your toes, raising your knees, pressing the weight of your body towards your heels, towards your calves, towards your hamstrings, while your torso lowers and the crown of the head slowly points towards the floor, and your arms receive less of the weight rather than the legs and the feet. And let your glutes press back. And your knees do not need to be locked. Your body doesn't have to be tense. Your breath is constant. If you've lost your breathing, come back to it one more time. Observe your body to inhale, to feel the extension, to slowly open the spine as your body exhales. Kindly raise your heels, bend your knees, intentionally move the left leg forward towards the inside of that left hand. And as you know where to place your knee, right behind the line of your toes, so your heel never lifts, your toes are truly expanding the sole of your foot, allowing yourself to support your hands wide enough, your left foot wide enough so you're not forcing. Allow first your body shifting forward away from that right hip flexor, so you're really stretching the thigh, the very root of those quad muscles into the hip, that your entire abdomen and rib cage move away from that thigh area. When your body's ready, allow the glutes to slowly contract. And when your body inhales, not through lifting of the chin, but the extension of the crown, one last breath in, flexing the right foot, slowly exhaling. Maybe the right knee comes off the ground and you can now start feeling your balance. And maybe is the right heel rotated? Do I need to look at it so that my right heel is, I know it's perfect, that my left foot is wide enough, that my hands are not pushing, they're simply holding balance. And now I feel the strength of my legs. Can I squeeze my glutes? Can I activate the thigh, especially on the left? Can I find my jaw drawn in and my spine to be tall? Maybe I stay with my hands in this position. For some of us, the arms may come off the ground. For some of us, it's impossible, or this side is not as available as the other. And then do not bring my arms and I stay on the floor. And maybe my triceps and my chest and shoulders are really expanding my chest. And I lead what is known in yoga, leading with the heart. Breath in. Can I extend and lengthen? One more time. Breathe into this pose. Squeezing the glutes. Can you find the exhalation to retract the abdomen? Last time. Breath in. And then use your arms to slowly exhale. Beautiful, relax. Bring your right knee as the next breath out into the ground, the left leg with intention. Do not swing it. Slowly exhale. Bring the forearms and the elbows towards the ground. Palms and hands now face each other, fingers face each other or interlace. Make sure it is not the elbows, it's not the wrists. The jaw looks towards the knees, the eyes or your drishti into your belly. Toes flex, raise your knees off the ground. Walk your toes closest for higher intensity towards each other and closer towards the elbows. And raise your hips and the crown head points towards the floor into dolphin pose. Breath in. Find your abdomen. Deep breath. Is this too much for your body? Is this too little to your body? You need to add intensity. Can you tilt your hips and tailbone a little bit taller? Allow your body to adjust, to modify, to rest. So what is the benefit, right? The intention is your practice in benefiting your own physical body. Let your last long, deep breath into this pose, really observing what are those back muscles doing, and let the exhalation release your knees slowly towards the ground. Beautiful. Breathe in. Exhale kindly your hands into the floor. Let the elbows slowly separate, arms come wide outside the center of your chest, and bring your right foot one more time forward in front of your body. Settle the heel, and from the heel, the toes. Your jaw draws in, the left leg opens. Maybe your left knee one more time is readily available to extend off the ground. Maybe your body supports your legs into the floor. Maybe your arms are able to slowly open to the sides of your body, just as if you were flying, or maybe above the shoulders and head in front of your body, as if you're just really super person. Breath in. Tummy muscle. Spine extends, breath in, whichever is available. Use the glutes, use your leg muscles, stretch and lengthen. Deep inhalation. Last 2 times. What are you really thinking about when your body's maybe challenged and you can feel the openness? Is it your toes grasping to the ground? Can you let your last one breath support? Are you exhaling to release your hands and knee to the floor, bringing your right foot slowly back, breathing in, exhale all the way through. Move your hips towards your heels in single breath all the way back towards your heels. Come slowly forward into that modified plank position. Find your body inhaling forward, breath in, raising your hips. Weight of your body shifts into your hands. Allow your hips to slowly extend. Stay with your knees into the ground as you shift your body forward and your elbows bent a little bit. Maybe for some of us, the toes flex and the knees come off the ground and you come into full plank, extending the arms, coming just parallel towards the ground. Abdomen tucks. Do not sink the hips. Do not raise the hips. They stay flat, like a piece of wood that is just lying flat from the heels to the back of your head, whichever is comfortable. One more time, never lock the elbows. It's not about the elbows, it's not about your wrists. Last 2 times, knees into the ground, back extended, or knees off the floor. And your last breath in, allow your body to exhale, raise your hips all the way towards the sky. Right foot stays steady, left foot steps forward towards the left hand or inside the left thumb. Your right foot stretches back. Your hands come slowly wider outside the shoulders. Breath in. Maybe this is as far as your body's going to go. Perfect. Stay right here. Maybe your knees to come to the floor. Absolutely perfect. Exactly. You're respecting your body. Maybe your hands come wide as if you're just flying to the right and left of your shoulders. Or maybe your arms slowly stay on the floor. Or for some of us, the arms come again as super person. Breath in, forward, abdomen tucks, jaw draws in, abdomen maintains the back long, beautiful. Palms and hands facing each other. Deep breath. Excellent. If I were to slowly pull you away from your index, can you push back through your hips and resist my pull through your fingers? Beautiful. Thighs, muscles, strength. Beautiful. Very nice. I'm going to touch you from your back. Is that okay? Breath in slowly. Very nice. Strong position. Inhale gently. When your body is ready, allow your last breath in to release, exhaling towards the ground, knee, thigh, hips. Move the left leg intentionally to the back of your body. Hands slowly come gently forward. Hips come all the way back towards your heels, stretching. Exhale, bowing in this position. Find the crown of the head away from your tailbone. Exhale all the way through last time. So what does it feel like to let your body stretch, to surrender the weight of your body towards the yoga mat, and then come forward? Bring your fingers, bring your hands forward, coming into that degree of plank position or yogic push-up that your body allows it, with your knees into the floor, your elbows slightly bent, your chest activated, your shoulder blades rolling towards each other. Rather than opening the chest or the shoulders forward under your chest, you want to open them wide. Maybe your knees come off the ground and your body stays in full plank. And for some of us, this is way too much. For some of us, maybe we want to try something else, and the left foot stays on the ground and the right foot comes off the floor. And you can feel your body engaging, not because you're raising the hips, it's simply the body raising gently the right leg behind. Breath in, jaw draws in. Let your last one breath in, and let your right knee into the, or your right leg into the floor, and switch into your 3 breaths through your left leg. Exhale through your tummy. Squeeze your glutes, open your chest. One more time, breath in. Abdomen, can you sustain engaged position? When your body's ready, exhale and let your left leg move your hips high towards the sky. Allow your body to heels be off the floor. Move and look towards your toes or belly button area or any space in between. Bend the knees and then exhale towards the ground. Very nice. I feel like I'm doing this by myself. Allow your hips to slowly move back. Slowly, slowly. Find your head, shoulders to come forward towards the ground. Inhale. Exhale all the way through. Very nice. Find your body to fully breathe into this pose. When and if the body is able to exhale and you surrender the weight, check your heart rate, check the rhythm of your body, right? So firing up, observing the muscles, triggering this physical body reaction, that your juices inside your body, right? The endocrine system, those hormones, those proteins that your body secretes to activate when you're moving, those are really helpful, even to the level of your skin, the hyaluronic acid that your body secretes to make the elasticity into the skin tissue, to bring elasticity to your joints. Observe that your body is, and open yourself to just move through those feelings, to feel that your body organically activates. In your last long exhalation, empty through, and then let your body one more time come slowly forward on hands and knees. Breath in. Allow your body to exhale. We're going to move the left foot gently forward in front of your body. One more time, we're going to shift the right toes, this time to flex through the toes and raise the right knee and drop the right heel towards the ground, towards the center of the body. So imagine that the left foot is going to draw an imaginary line through toes and heels, and your back foot or your right foot is going to land on that imaginary line. So the center of the arch of that right foot standing on the line drawn from the toes to heel of the left. And your body bends the left knee as much as needed or extends it as much as needed and allowed and possible and available. And your hands stay on the ground and your body exhales. So maybe your left hand, for some of us, comes onto the left leg, onto left shin, onto left thigh, never on the joint of the knee. And maybe the left hand comes inside the left leg and your right arm comes slowly waist, towards your hips, towards the ribs, towards the sky, towards the space above the shoulder. These are all multiple possibilities available to your body. Is your head looking towards the ground for an ease on the extension of the cervical spine, or you look towards the chest, towards the right thumb? And our body breathes into this position and exhales, settling through the heels rather than the toes. Breath in, open. Less is always more. Can you find it? So what does it feel like to be challenged or be connected to your body? Can I allow myself to observe for a few seconds, not only the physical body, to be aware of it, but also to observe my thinking in this pose? What is the messages? What is the story that we're telling ourselves? And sometimes I know I tell myself, boy, am I out of shape? How did I get here? Or, oh God, how amazing I am. Look at me, I'm showing off, right? So what somewhere in there is my story. And so how do I change that to just be present? There's no good, there's no bad, it's just being. Let your last long, deep breath. And maybe the right arm is able to slowly soften towards the ground one more time. And the right hand comes right next to your left without changing anything. We're going to slowly let the left knee bend deeper and the right heel to come a little bit higher. So this time, both hands are inside that left leg and your right heel presses back. Your left knee now bends completely and your hands are under your chest and you're coming closer to the floor, balance. And the left knee is very tight towards the shoulder on the left, not outside. So the foot and big toes do not shift. You're maintaining the alignment. And the elbows may be softened, the forearms may slowly soften. Maybe for some of us, the head comes close towards the ground. I can find my knee on the floor or off the floor. What are the possibilities? What is the feeling? How can I move internally? One more time, breath in. Exhale, feel your body, your hips, your shoulders. Let your last long deep breath in. Can you feel the body just active? And then slowly, hands under your chest and shoulders, raising and doing it slightly as we reach into this position, bringing the left hand across the left leg toward the outside of the left leg, bringing your left leg behind. Exhale, raise your tailbone area to come into that modified down dog. Breath in. Tailbone tallest, heels off the ground. One more time, breath in. And when the body's ready, let the right leg slowly step all the way forward in front of your body, next to your right thumb, softly and gently. And can I feel that my right foot is going to draw this perfect line where the arch of my left foot will land? And my right knee as bent as it needs to be. And then allow my body to stay steady, to feel, to adapt, to feel my muscles. Maybe the right hand comes inside the right foot, the right arch, or the arch of the right foot, and the left hand stays on the ground or maybe shifts towards the hip. And what is my choice on this one right now? How is my body able to open the shoulders, to open the hip, to look out towards the right side of the shoulder or towards the chest or towards the left arm or left shoulder, if the left arm may choose to come towards the sky? And so reaching a position. So sometimes frustration translates into negative feelings, right? Into allowing ourselves not expected to be reaching a position that we think we should be at. So is that our expectation or still in intention that I'm here, I'm open, I'm observing, and I'm finding my body and discovering things I'm curious about? What does my breath feel like right now? How is my abdomen activating my breath? How is my heart functioning? How am I aligning and still maintaining that, again, intention of my mind? Is my heart still open? Am I still leading my movement through the intentions of my heart? Can I still exude and participate in community, projecting a sense of my best sense inside of me? Can I allow my position to be an offering? Last long inhalation. Deep breath in, and the body exhales. and let the left arm gently come towards the ground. And this is as far as we're going to go. Perfect. We can take a break, rest. Maybe for some of us, the left heel comes off the ground and both hands come gently in the inside of that right foot. And my right foot and my right may walk a little bit farther towards the right side of my mat to allow my hips to be parallel towards each other and parallel towards the ground. And this is as far as your body goes. Maybe my knee needs to come to the floor, or maybe I need to undo completely, or maybe my elbows and forearms are able to slowly touch the ground, or maybe my thumbs support the head or the forehead as my head slowly bows over my thumbs that support the center or the bridge of my nose. And breathe it in, exhale. And so how does that feel right now for your body? How does that feel for you emotionally to be participatory with your physical body? Last 3 breaths. Can I just stay present? Observing your body. So what does it feel to challenge our body? Inhale, and then exhale. Let your left knee soften your hands and elbows. Bring your torso to be raised. Let your right leg slowly shift back. Feel your body slowly shifting on one side. So your knees walk towards one edge of your yoga mat, and your body rolls completely on that hip, on that shoulder, and the rolling of the spine comes and rests your back on the floor. Spine lengthens directly to the ground. Deep breath. I hope Harold can still hear me. Inhale. Exhale all the way through. One inhalation. Let's see if I can bring that thing to this side so it connects. Very good. And find the exhalation to slowly open the back, the hips, the lower back area, the back of your neck. And maybe my knees retract a little bit closer towards my abdomen. Maybe my feet are raising off the ground and I can reach with my hands towards my knees, towards my shins, towards my thighs. Maybe my legs extend directly towards the sky. I can feel my hands holding my legs, not because I'm raising my shoulder blades. I bring my hands as close to the glutes if I needed to hold my legs. So my elbows and my triceps, and they will allow my shoulder blades to be flat into the floor. For some of us, that's absolutely supportive and feels great to hold the legs in this position. Or for some of us, the arms do not need to hold the legs. For some of us, the arms may even stretch above the head, away from the waist. And the jaw is really driving the extension of the vertebrae column from the base of your spine towards the space in the back of your neck or your cervical spine. And feel your body slowly exhaling, maybe in this position with your hands or your arms, without your hands. Let the legs slowly open left and right, as if you're pointing the toes to the right and the left of your body. So you're going to kick the person to your right, most likely, or the left if you're not socially distanced. I think we are. Find your inner thighs, find your knees, find your abdomen, and then open your legs, not to fall in front of the hips, but to come gently and retract them towards the shoulders. Beautiful. And what is your breathing telling you? If our breathing is labored, if our breathing is harsh, that means we've gone too far. So less is always more. Let your last 2 breaths. Can you feel your body aligned? And so what does it feel best? What is most beneficial to your body? Raise your legs as you inhale towards the sky. Breath in, slow motion. Hold it, exhale one more time, breathing in, and then open your legs. Exhale, single breath, wide around. Exhale, exhale, come back, inhaling to the length of your inhalation. Retract your legs towards each other. And out, open, exhale, slow motion, breathe, move those hips, those leg muscles, inhale, contract your abductor muscles, feel that your body retracts those legs towards each other. And lastly, exhale and open, rotate, knees out, toes out, come back, inhale slowly towards the center. Bring your arms to support those legs wherever your arms are. Breath in and bend your knees. Allow your feet and toes to rest into the ground if they were not already there. Find your belly and chest. Retract kindly your right knee into your abdomen, not into the outside of the ribs, but as if your knee is coming towards the center of your chest on the right side. Beautiful. Hold your hands into your leg, into your knee, into your thigh, into your shin, in the back of your leg, whichever is most comfortable. And then and allow your body to exhale. Maybe in this position, your right leg is able to slowly extend and your hands hold behind your thighs, behind your hamstring, behind slowly the calf or knee, or maybe your body is just simply bend knee, doesn't have to go. Maybe your right arm is able to slowly reach for that big toe on the right foot, and your body exhales. And maybe your left knee opens to the left side. Flex as it is, it's just going to drop outside the left side of your body. So you're as if you're just opening the inner thigh of the left leg. And the right and left hand support the right leg, or maybe the left arm softens, maybe the left arm is on the ground or on the inner thigh or above the left shoulder. Breath in and observe your body exhaling. Can you feel the inhalation? Observe your body lengthening all the way through your tummy. Beautiful. Excellent. Can you, again, be grateful to your body, wherever it is, right? Whatever degree of accomplishment we think our body needs, can you let your last long deep breath into this pose? Exhale, really passively rest those muscles and bring in reverse order wherever you are. Left knee lifts, left arm contracts, bend the right knee, move the right foot to the ground. Exhale, observe your feet on the ground, knees bent, flatten your back. Can you observe the right side of your body? What does it feel like for that right side, and how's that different from our left side? And what are the thoughts? What comes up? Can you place your right foot? That moving meditation, are we focused? Can we train the mind to retract your left knee in as you inhale? And let your elbows and shoulders and triceps to stay steady towards the ground. And so what does it feel to maybe think about your left abdomen and what is that we find in a left abdomen? Besides our reproductive system that are really important in maintaining the endocrine balance of the body for the hormones that we are producing through the left reproductive side, or maybe your digestive system, maybe is the entire spleen that filters your red blood cells, maybe it's the tail of your pancreas that supports, again, metabolism, producing of those corticoids into your body, those perfect juices that are produced to support balance of electrolytes and sugar in your bloodstream, allowing your left leg maybe to stretch if your body is ready to support the left leg to be tall, extended towards the ceiling, with your hands holding without lifting the shoulder blades off the ground. Maybe your left hand is able to reach all the way towards the big toe of the left. And are you still connected to not only the abdominal cavity, but what happens now with the stretch in the back of the left side? Is it your kidney? Do you feel it all the way to the base of the spine? Maybe your nerves, maybe it's your sciatic nerve, the longest nerve that connects from the spine to the leg area across the glute. Maybe your right knee opens to the right side of your body to just simply open your inner thighs, and you adjust the openness of that inner thigh on the right leg, and your hip extends, and you can feel your neck and your shoulder blades aligning, and you give an opportunity for your body to, one more time, create lines of energy. Is your breath aligned with your movement? What is in our mind? What is this moving meditation that we feel right now? What is this connection? Some people call this mindfulness. Are we just truly mindful in what we're doing with our physical body? Can I let for this last few seconds to really let go of expectations and to just truly be, it doesn't matter the extent, to just truly be with my body as I finally let go, exhale, and then as I inhale, soften, bringing my right knee off the ground if it's rotated, and my left arm and left leg and left knee to slowly soften, and I place my left foot gently on the ground, and I bring my legs and feet away from my hips, my heels pressed away from my back, my jaw to be drawn in, the shoulder blades and hands to slowly come towards the floor. Maybe my hands rest on my hips. Maybe my hands are more comfortable to rest on my belly. Maybe my arms are in true Shavasana position on the sides of my torso with the palms of hands facing up. And maybe I can feel the alignment as the big toe moves farthest away from my hips. And my belly sinks deeper towards the yoga mat so I can extend that lower back. Do I need to soften the bite? Do I need to move my head left, right a little bit, not forcing it, not lifting it off the ground, but just simply rotating it from right to left to adjust, to reshift the atlas, the first vertebrae of my spine that supports my head? Can I take a few seconds to release the pressure? Can I take a few gentle breaths, this time slowing down my breath? I don't have to force it, but let it take its own natural course. And I observe my body sinking into the ground, its own weight embraced, enveloped by that symbolism of Mother Earth that hugs us, that protects us. Are we able to let go? Are we able to challenge the idea of having to fit or fight to be that space that has been expected and dictated to us in the world? And just simply surrendering to be and let be our true self to shine through without having to prove anything, without having to needing to accomplish anything, but gain a sense of fullness, that our internal strength is now allowed to be expressed naturally in a kind, in a gentle, in a true loving way. Very, very kind. Remaining with this beautiful energy you have offered to the room, to yourself, to the world. Allow your breath to reactivate kindly your body, to move joints softly, to move toes and fingers gently, to re-engage your arms and legs, your glutes, your waist, your back, your chest. That your arms are slowly engaged. And maybe you want to stretch as if you're just waking up. Maybe your body lengthens and extends and tightens a little bit as you inhale and you stretch the length of your body from toes to fingers. And then you exhale and you one more time. Maybe press not through your toes, but through your heels. Allow your toes to flex and press through your heels and flatten your back and stretch your arms as you're inhaling into this position. Your body is beautiful. Bend kindly your knees. Bring your body to roll softly to one side of your body, whichever side you prefer. Just roll gently onto that side. Knees and shoulders roll into that one side, resting your head into that fetal pose, that softly into your arm, into your elbow, into your bicep, into your shoulder. Allow your body to kindly exhale into this pose. And maybe with the top arm, you're going to press in front of your chest and you're going to slowly invite your body to roll. Although your torso comes up, slowly you bring your body to walk in your hands. Your head remains low. You want to invite that balancing of your blood pressure and fluid realignment to be gentle. And your head is going to be the last part of your body that wants to come all the way up. And your legs stay extended, they stay open, they cross easily, one in front of the other, one inside the other, both on top of each other, completely irrelevant. The idea is to sit and to find your sitting position, that we find again our place in the world, to find how we, just by being exactly who we are, we offer exactly what this world needs, right? Our own particularity is what's really needed. Your own presence, the genuine you is what actually is the most important. And maybe the arms and shoulders slowly open the arms to the sides. And as we extend, and that is as an offering, our energy around us, open the arms, open the shoulders, raise towards the sky as the hands touch into Anjali Mudra, as the elbows bend and your thumbs come through the midline of your body into prayer pose in front of your heart center, allowing the softness of the palms of the hands, the energy on that chakra in the palm of your hand to connect to your heart. And we observe for a few seconds. What is this immensity of energy we can offer in terms of harmony, in terms of the peacefulness that we may have aligned when we fit truly on who we are, when we come and express ourselves genuinely in our own truth with intention, not expectations of self or others. And we eventually want to reach to the ultimate purpose of a human life, which is to reconnect, to do yoga, to and through divine, selfless love.